Hello guys, and welcome to Aurora 4X. So, we're still trying to flee the gigantic... Oh god, meteor storm of missiles. There's so many missiles. So many missiles. Just incredible amounts of them. It's bloody incredible. Okay. Right. They are doing exceptionally well. To hit modified by tracking speed 70%, so just because they're slightly above our tracking speed, that's what's causing us issues, really. If it was under like 25,000, something like that, we'd absolutely rip them to pieces, but yeah. Yeah, they got fairly close, but yeah, it's still not bad. This is the important thing, as long as we're dealing with one salvo as it enters before another one, then we're absolutely fine. Zero problems there. God damn though, how many missiles? They must have thousands stockpiled or something like that. That's just crazy. Okay. Yeah, there's only 24 left there. So in a good round, we can take out about 24 of them at once, and that's what's really cool. If we can take out more than that... Oh, if we can take out that per round, then we'll be able to destroy the entire salvo in like 2 rounds. Zero problems there. Okay. Right, how many did you destroy that round? Yep, they were wiped out that round, so that was like another 20 destroyed. That's really good. Ah, bloody hell. That's so many missiles. When will it end? I think once we stop detecting new missiles, then I think we'll be out of danger, really. So then all we need to do is just work on the salvos that are left. Fuck me, new contacts. How many did you fire? For the love of God, man. How many did you fire? Fucking hell. Salvo 414. Is that the total number of salvos that have been fired within this battle? Because that's getting quite up there. Oh my. It looks really bad, doesn't it? Right, how far are we away from waypoint 2? 13 minutes out, so... Yeah. Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. Da-dum, da-dum, da-dum. Laser cannon, dead sentence. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, tracking speed. Okay, yeah, they've been dealt with. That's what I'm talking about. So because we're just moving at 6,000 kilometers per second, we're just getting that bit out further each time, and that's what matters. To be honest, I could detach the carriers, but the carriers do have lasers, I do believe. Do they have lasers? Yeah, they have lasers. The missile cruisers, however, do not, which is a problem. Yeah, how many did we take out that time? That wasn't as good, but still not bad. Right, let's make sure that everybody's firing... Oh, for fuck's sake, stop firing in point blank. Yeah, that's why, because they had the bloody automated fire on. That's what's causing the issues here. So if you turn that shit off, then they'll fire properly. Yeah, area PD, area PD. Point blank, turn it off. There we go, that's what we want. Yeah, grade bonus 34, 33 over here. I mean, they're still firing because they're not an automated fire. So I guess that's what's causing us the issues here. So we have 2,000 grade points over here. 1,930 over here. Interesting. Available power. So we have quite a bit of power available over here, that's good. Right, multiple targets. Each unit of the same class in the same fleet will use the select fire controls against a different ship in the target location. Okay, interesting. Right, we should have the other ships firing now, so that's going to be like another, like, 4 lasers. Well, 4, 8, 12, 16 lasers firing. So we should start to see some difference now. How many lasers do we actually have? I think we have quite a few, actually. Yeah, they're all taken care of. Let's work this out, then. I think we have 2 quads on each... No, we have 4 quads on each of the... yonder beam. So that's 4 times 8 times 2. No, what am I doing? 4 times 8? No, that's not right. Ignore that. I was like a big confuser. I meant 4 times 4 times 2. Yeah, see, we took out quite a few there. Right. So 4 times 4 times 2 is 32, so that's 32 lasers right there. Plus, like, well, we have like another 4 times 4, don't we? So we've got like 48 lasers firing here at once. So in a good turn, if everything hit, we could take out a volley, no problem. But obviously, due to the fact that they're slightly faster than what we can cope with, they're not dying straight away. But that's good, though. I mean, we do have a good amount of lasers that are constantly firing. Bum, ba-dum. Right, do we have any new contacts? No, no new contacts this time. That's good. Are we seeing the last of them? We're 6.7 out now, 8.3 million kilometers out from the planet. That's good, yeah, that's good. Ah, god damn it, still firing. Ah, well. How many did you destroy that time? Right, is that 17? That looks like 17. Yeah, there's only 17 left there. So that shows that every one of them is fired now. So every laser's firing, every twit's firing. That's great. It might be that our power systems on the other ships aren't quite up to scratch. I know the beam cruisers do have more power, obviously. The other ships did have a surplus of power to be able to do this, but we'll see. Oh, yeah. Yep, they're all down. Come on. It would seem that the enemy is launching new missiles like every 10 seconds, so... I mean, we did go quite a few rounds. Yep, there we go. That was like 10 seconds between it. How many did we take out there? Oh. Interesting. Very interesting. So it's interesting to know then how it actually works then. So I think we just need to keep our beam ships in area PD. Just because then they'll fire at anything within the area, which makes sense. Missiles, ships, whatever. Seems like we bought ourselves some breathing room. As the missiles aren't quite as close as they were. They seem to be within about 300,000 to 400,000 kilometers of each other. That's interesting. They're not all as fast as each other as well. Like, some of them are slower, some of them are faster for some odd reason. I have no idea what could actually cause that then. It seems rather odd. Targeting problem, obviously, due to the fact that they're out of range. But yeah, they're going to blast away at them as soon as they come within the circle. Yeah. There we go. So there's only 13 left this time. They're getting better at this. That's what I like. I think that's due to the amount of time that they have tracking the enemy missiles. The longer they have to track them, probably the more... well, the higher chance they have to actually shoot them down. That would make a lot of sense. Bum, 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 bum. I wonder how much resources they put into this. There's got to be quite a lot of resources. They've got to run out at some point. It's not infinite. It's not infinite. No matter what, it's not infinite. I'd be kind of like tempted to enter like Space Master mode and take a look at the alien race if I could, like, you know, just to see what kind of like magazines they have left. But obviously that would be cheating, and I can't do that. It would be interesting though, just to see how many missiles they've fired. But we have put the fear into them. The only reason they've not lost their entire fleet is due to the sheer amount of missiles they've thrown at us. I imagine we would most likely be overwhelmed by the sheer amount if we were heading towards them. We don't even have a... Well, we'd probably need to double our amount of lasers. So I think the new generation of Yonder ships will probably have another turret attached to them. If we update our fire control, we could be firing even further out, getting off like 3 rounds of fire. Okay. But yeah, research into turret tracking speed is a must as well. If we can get that going, then at least our turrets will be better. I don't know if we could retrofit the turrets. I imagine we could probably retrofit the turrets. Yeah, I imagine we could. I don't see why we couldn't retrofit the guns and stuff like that. It would be kind of odd if we couldn't. So we can do that. We can update the power systems. The only issue we really have is the fact that we can't really retrofit the engines for some odd reason. You'd think you'd be able to, due to the fact of like, hey, well, we can take the guns out, I'm sure we can take the engines out. Time and cash isn't really a problem. Yeah. Are we going to see any new contacts detected, or are we finally near the end of the train? I'd like to think we're near the end. Guarantee it now, say new contact, 44 missiles. Oh yeah, knew it. Fuck. Oh bloody hell, this is gonna take ages. Bloody hell. Well, we'll be alright. Is that saying only ×4? Why is it only ×4 over here? Interesting. That's very interesting, actually. Let's see. Contact list. Display. Okay, display here. Should be able to turn off like speed and stuff like that, so then at least we can make it a little bit nicer to look at. Waypoint locations. Let's turn that off, actually. Right. Ah, there we go. Can turn distances off. Sensor contacts, yeah. Rather not do that. Tracking bonus. Ah, yeah, so see here, we have a tracking bonus. That's interesting. That's rather interesting. So tracking bonus is something that we need to research then. So as you can see here, we have a tracking bonus of like, what, 52%? The closer and the longer we track them, the more of a bonus we get. So that's really good to know. So that's a good reason to have quite long range sensors then. If we get that longer range detection, we'll get that longer, well, that better tracking bonus really. I mean, that's a big, big thing. So now we have 54%. That's cool. That's really cool, actually. Yeah. Oh, bye. I was kind of hoping that we'd be able to finish it off and just sit above the planet. But, yeah. Oh my god, more detected. Fuck me. It's just gonna go on forever. My. It would be cool if we could have like an active tracker or like an active count of how many missiles we've destroyed, because it's gotta be in the 1,000. It's gotta be like 1,000 by now, or at least a couple hundred. It's got to be. Well, let's see. If we're destroying a salvo every like 15-20 seconds, it's taking them 10 to launch one. That's like 2 salvos launched in the time it takes us to like destroy 1, but obviously because we're moving, it's something like that. I think it might take us about 10-15 seconds due to the fact that they've got to come within range. Right, that's going to be quite good for us actually. But bit by bit, we are moving out of the enemy's range. We'll get there one day. Which is why I wish I had faster ships. Having faster ships would have made a lot of this a lot easier. I think it would affect the tracking speed of our own turrets as well. I think it kind of takes into consideration the platform speed as well. So I mean, if you're moving on a platform that's like gyro synchronized, you know what I mean? Then it's going to be easier for you to hit something that's moving quite fast. If you're moving decently fast as well. If that makes any sense. I don't know actually. My god, I apologize for yawning. It's just after recording like 3, 4, 5 hours today, it's like your jaw starts like getting really tired. Just I was gonna say, is it the time that we don't detect anymore? But no, of course not. Well, we know our lasers are more than capable of the task, and so that's great for us, and that's absolutely fantastic. The best thing as well is because all these missiles are the same salvo, we can target them no problem, whereas if they'd been in different salvos, it would have been difficult. Due to the fact that you can only target one thing at a time. Which is decent. I mean, it's good that we have the other fire controls on the yonder beams. Bum, 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 bum. Right, so we're looking at 437. That's not quite as long, is it? Is that the... Yeah, well, obviously it's going to be the same length of trains of missiles, isn't it? 437. Salvo 427 is quite interesting. It's only 4 missiles in that one. That's quite interesting. Okay. Rightio. We'll get to a point where we escape their range. It's gotta be something like that. I mean, if they had this sort of range from the very start, then they would have been firing straight away. I can't understand why the AI would wait. I mean, obviously it's quite a good idea. If you wait for the enemies to come closer, you can get a hell of a lot more time firing on them. Yeah, more hostile missiles detected as well. God damn. Give me a break. We're almost 10 million kilometers away, and we're still detecting missiles. So I imagine the fire control range might be short, or relatively short, however the active sensors are still detecting us. Which is probably from the ships, which is probably why they can keep tracking us with their missiles. Whereas if they lost tracking... Well, if they lost sight of us on scanners, then they wouldn't be able to keep on tracking us, really. Which is kind of why I'd like to develop maybe passive sensors. Like passive thermal sensors or passive EMs, probably about passive thermals. Then we might be able to continue to fire at missiles without having to worry about this sort of thing. Well, in the way is that we could try and drop off radar, you know? I don't know. I'm just happy that we've survived every life short. The fleet has done exceptionally well. They do need some well-deserved rest. Yeah, goddamn more missiles. I think after this session, so another like 10 minutes, if we're still doing this, then I think I'll just carry this on and then record after we're out of range of all the missiles. Of course, I don't want to subject you guys to like hours of this. It's boring to commentate and it's boring to watch, I'd imagine. I don't know, I think I might stop recording after this round and then... Well, no, I need to go for another 10 minutes, that's the issue. Otherwise, I'm going to have to waste time by putting these episodes together, and it never really goes together very well. You can always kind of tell there's been a break. 9.2 out. So we can see with our missile detection systems that we should probably look at making them quite a bit longer ranged, and then at least we would have been aware of those missiles being launched. Then we would have been able to use that information to start moving out of range, and then they wouldn't have been able to start firing so many missiles off at us because they wouldn't have been able to get into range as such. Well, we wouldn't have moved into range as much, which is obviously what happened. But god, am I glad that we don't have any engine damage. If we had any engine damage, we would be in a bad situation. I kind of wish we could automate these turns, but we can't because of the missiles. Ah well. Let's keep on going then, shall we? New missile contact 4. Now that's interesting. Why is there only 4? Rather odd. Rather odd. Bum 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 bum. Right. So will we detect any new missiles next round? Let's see. Any missiles? Yeah. God damn it, son. I'm forgetting what Earth looks like at this rate. All I know is this system. Oh. Oh dear. Oh, you know it's fun when you just keep hitting the button. For the love of God. Just stop firing missiles, for the love of God. We've killed every goddamn one of them. Motherfucker. Alright, can we try 30 seconds? I know it's not gonna work, but at least we're gonna be able to move at the speed of either we detect something or something enters actual range. We're not waiting for something to come within range, you know, so it should speed things up a little bit. Right, we're 9.5 million kilometers out. What is their range? Motherfucker. Alright, let's go for another 30 seconds. Oh my. So, yeah, what could we do to design? We could do with new ASMs that do a bit more damage, really. They don't need to have that much range. I mean, it's quite handy, don't get me wrong. But we do need to take into account a lot of things. We might see if we could drop the range down to about 90 million kilometers or something like that. And then modify the damage of the actual missile, so when they do get through, they're going to do a lot more damage. That could be quite useful. Oh my. Might as well just have that over there. Ah, damn it, I meant 30. I don't think it's moving in increments of 30 though. So there's a salvo of 4. Another 44 on the way. God damn it. I'd love to know if there's a way to just find out how many missiles were destroyed. Because we've got to have done quite a fucking lot. Or destroyed quite a lot. Alright, keep on going. Do I have any coffee left? I do. So, do forgive me guys if I'm just not talking as much right now. It's due to the fact there's so little to say about this, and I'm just literally clicking 5 seconds at this rate. So just enjoy the music, really. That smooth, smooth jazz. Right. Okay. I mean, things should speed up once again when the enemy stops firing missiles at us, and we should be able to go in a bit faster. It's just amazing just to see the sheer amount of enemy missiles. Just such a huge amount. I'm glad that we managed to sort out our fire controls, really, so our guys, our lasers, will function as they should be doing, which is good. Okay, God. Stop firing missiles. Please, it's not going to work. I have infinite ammo. You don't have infinite missiles. One of us is going to lose. It's not going to be me. I'm just getting annoyed having to wait for this. It's great that I don't even need to watch it anymore. At least if they were like ASMs, it would be something of a threat. They would be slower actually, so that'd be good. We could actually get a bit more distance on them and a bit faster. They of course would be slower as well, so we'd be able to take them out even easier. Oh God, stop firing missiles, please. Motherfucker, stop it. Oh, the humanity. The humanity. Okay. I wonder how much time has passed. I think we entered the battle about 8 or 9, something like that. It might have been about 9, actually. Yeah. Lots of wrecks over there. Let's hide the wrecks. Interesting. Is it here? Ah yeah, show wrecks. Turn that off. Oh, they're still over there, aren't they, of course. Okay. Well, guys, aren't you lucky? You've managed to get out of watching the rest of this, so I will stop recording in a few seconds. And I'm going to have to sit here clicking 5. Oh, how fun is this? So until next time, thank you for watching and goodbye.